Well. GM. G to the M. Right morning, my friends. DJs, Diamond Hand fam, Forge and Fuel crew, super soldiers, one percenters, pioneers, pivoters, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas. Even though many of you may not be here as you're getting deported back to your home countries, welcome back and welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forge and Fuel, baby. Woo! I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl One, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. Now, my friends, let me be the first to tell you that on this wonderful Wednesday morning, January the 29th, 2025, I hope you're ready to come alive, because we got more motivation, more inspiration, more high-level conversation, and more good vibrations coming your way on this fine episode 657 program, baby. Then you're going to know what to do with over the course of the next hour to hour and a half of the start to this fine day. But before we get into that, before we can tap into those aforementioned vibes, we must humbly ask you to do a few things. Maybe if you can find it within yourself deep down inside, maybe you could do a few favors for us this morning. Maybe you could take a quick moment, too. Smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Forge Fuel podcast on. If you're watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell right down there yonder as well, so you don't miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping on the platform. And if you're enjoying this morning's program, you might as well hit that like button down there one time for the one time, so you can help that algo go and flow on the old tube of the U variety. But maybe you're watching on Rumble. And if that's the case, maybe you could hit a subscribe button, maybe turn on a notification bell, hell, even hit a like button as well if Rumble is your viewing platform of pleasure. And maybe, then again, you ain't watching on either one of those platforms, and you're over there on that old X app, formerly known as Twitter, as may sometimes still slip from betweenst your gums. And if that's the case, maybe you could hit a heart button. Maybe you could hit a repost. Hell, maybe you could even hit a quote post and let the people know on the X timeline why you tuned in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. And last, but certainly not least, if you're watching or listening to this podcast on your favorite podcast directory like Apple Music, Amazon, or even Spotify, maybe you could give us a follow, subscribe to the show, give us a 5-star rating, or just smash the shit out of whatever button you currently see on your screen, because it only helps us grow and flow on all those platforms as well. Nah, man. Yeah, buddy. As for all you beautiful humming beings tapped in, tuned in, locked in live in prime time, we can't thank you enough for smashing all of those buttons if you have already and helping us get going and flowing in the algorithm this morning. But maybe you haven't. Maybe you're sitting there questioning to yourself, why should I hit those buttons? For what reason do I need to subscribe, like, and share this show? Well, maybe it makes you laugh. Maybe it makes you cry. Maybe it makes you think. And better yet, maybe over the duration of this show, you say to yourself, oh, boy, I ain't thought of it that way. That's some pretty doggone good perspective. Man, I got to share that with somebody. Well, if so, be a friend, tell a friend, share the show, don't be a hoe, let somebody know, and we will proceed with this morning's program.
Don't be rude.
That's right, my friends. That's 45 and 47 just said. Don't be rude. We need your help. We need your support. Oh, shit, I thought that hammer was falling backwards at me. It's all right. It's leaning back. Caught out a corner of my eye real quick. I said, oh, shit. We appreciate you. It only helps us grow, continue to flow. As I was saying yesterday, we are on a mission to get bigger, better, faster, stronger every single day. And one of the ways that we can do that most efficiently is with your help. And how can you do that? Sharing this bad boy out and helping us get going and flowing in the algo every single morning. But my friends, you've heard some glass breaking. You've heard some bells ringing. You've heard from Ronnie Coleman himself, even the Macho Man Randy Savage, hell, even Ric Flair. Whoa! Oh, yeah! So that must mean that Mr. Producer, Derek DZ Snow, DEEZYY, the lightweight slanging, iron pumping, bowling ball, Brent's pressing, my man, your guy is live in the building. Shout out DEEZYY.
Lightweight, baby!
Shout out to you, buddy guy, lightweight. Moved around a little bit of lightweight yesterday. Actually, took it super slow, super light, and you know we're feeling a little bit better. We're feeling a little bit better. D's just and for anybody who's cared about my injury at the current point in time, we're feel a little bit better, just a little bit better. But my friends, we also have another fella here live on the program, ready to join us now, who was not here with us yesterday, so I'm sure he will have vibes abound. My friends, please welcome in the owner of the Grandpa Ape Country Club.
What?
He is a lead pro on the GACC greens, if you will.
What?
A professional DJ with a wide-ranging musical catalog. Honestly, more songs in that catalog than you got stored on your old iPod Nano from back in the early 2000s, making him a human iPod himself.
What?
A purveyor of positive vibes.
What?
Curator of high-level energies.
What?
A certified PLP pusher.
What?
A crackerjack consultant.
What?
The jet plane flyer.
What?
McLaren driver.
What?
The Rolex rocker.
What?
Jesus Peace dangler.
What?
New resident of the Chicagoland area.
Oh, yeah!
Former president of St. Louis, Missouri.
What?
My friends, here he is, back live in primetime. The man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only, with an emphasis on the one.
What?
He's DJ Swirl One. Great morning, Swirl One. How you doing?
Shit, I'm great. I'm coming live from the kitchen. You guys ever seen those old DJ videos where they were DJing in the kitchen? I've never made a video like that, but I figured, you know what? Today's a good day to come live in prime time from the dining room table.
Oh, yeah!
They're going to be walking in the door here and starting to disassemble number 5 like a son of a bitch here soon. So could happen during the show. So if you hear a ding dong, I'm going to have to go over there and grab that little door and tell a guy where to go real quick, because after that, it's going to be a big old truck outside. They're going to take all this shiza.
So we're just going to have a bunch of fumbling and bumbling around in the background of your program?
No,
right
that's why I'm here, because he'll have to be down there and way back in the back of the house. So,
all right. Well, if they're making a bunch of noise,
well, it could be clunky.
Sayonara, Swirl. Tell them
It
fuckers to
could
get
be-
out of here.
It could be clunky. But I will say this. You got to love those 8 to 12 delivery times, or, hey, we're going to do service over there, 8 to 12. I'm like, could you get any more specific? Not that I have my whole life working right now. And then the people that are coming this afternoon are like, hey, we'll get them sometime between 1 and 4. I'm like,
and they're going to show up at noon and 4, so I don't even know why they give you those windows.
I don't know either. But hey, whatever. I'm good with it. We're going to make it happen. Boy, I'm fired up today. I'm ready to go. It's hump day. That's right. That's exactly what day it is. I'm fired up, ready. Look at this. Got me a look. It's even got a top on it. I'm running out of goods here because I've taken and stopped buying things for this place, right? So, hey, there you go.
Oh, right.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Bro, this is hot. And it's got a nice lid on it. Oh, bro, let me tell you. Hot. And I can close the lid to keep it piping. I think there's somewhere around probably 16 ounces of good old Joe up in that there. Also, I've been downing the water. So make sure you get in on that.
You and me both.
Cap's always talking about, hey, yesterday Colton was really nice to today Colton, right? And I'm always like, hey, drunk Swirl really is nice to sober Swirl sometimes, right? Well, just gonna tell you, forgetful Swirl is very, very nice to today Swirl, because I happen to look down in that little compartment down there, right here, right there, see that? And there was a little bit of vitamins for your boy this morning. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm like, yo, look at
What a
gotta
pleasant.
love me some me, So I had no idea. I've been trying to, clean this place. So anyway, long story, funny shit. Gotta love it. Hey, hit that like, subscribe, send out a text, a DM, show somebody who's not even on social media what we're doing inside of here. I won't always be coming live from the kitchen, but we're doing it today. So better, get it while you can. That's what I got to say about that. But man, I'm fired up. Let's go.
Shut up.
Great show yesterday too.
Huh?
Great show yesterday. I was here. I was just in the.
Oh, I know. I saw you in the chat. I appreciate that. I got some pretty good feedback on that show from a lot of people. A lot of people said, wow, that is just the vibes, the energy. Everything was on a million. Shit, dude. Wait, keep them vibes going. We need that. We need that energy. Keep that same energy. I saw Chris Aswomata in the chat. He said, don't change. Don't switch. Don't flip. Keep that energy. Okay.
Oh, that. I actually saw that comment.
You asked for it. All righty then. Ain't got to ask me twice. Well, my friends, here we are. Back live in prime time. 15 minutes after the top of the hour. Episode 657 is officially underway. And this wonderful Wednesday is officially kicked off January the 29th, 2025. I hope you're ready to come alive, because we got some good stuff coming your way today. Not that we don't every single day, but I feel like today is going to put a proverbial lightning bolt straight out of my head, send it over to Swirl's head, And then we're going to have this proverbial lightning bolt going on that then when you finally tap in, it's going to go, whoop-pow, and just smoke you right in the forehead, right in your pineal gland. And you're just going to go, oh, fuck, I get it. Oh. Who's to say, who's to know? But before we get into all of that, all of those knowledge, insights, mindsets, perspectives, we got to begin a very certain way. See, we don't want to be all buttoned up and, tight around the collar and make you uncomfortable. We like to get it flowing. We like to get the blood going. We like to, get that funny bone a little loosened up first thing in the morning. Because a great man named Jim Valvano once said, in order to have a full day, you got to laugh, you got to cry, you got to think. The first thing on that list is being laughed. So I feel like having a regular old knee slapper this morning. And we got one. Ooh, we got one. Something famous or quickly becoming popular on the TikTok and the Reels and definitely on X as well is these comedians who record their show and they interact with the crowd and they have just some absolute bananas things happen to them. Well, sometimes it's not a fan of the comedian. For some odd reason, they end up with multiple people who are not fans of him at their show, which I don't know why you would spend money to go see somebody who you don't like. And then they end up in a serious heckling match with this person. And my friends, we're going to watch one of those moments here this morning, but it don't work out so well for the heckler. You see, this here this morning, my friends, is when heckling winds up getting you heckled.
You call Mexican? Are you Mexican? Sorry for calling you. Am I Canadian? Yeah. But that's not a race. I guess Mexican isn't either. It's Spanish and then a bit of What do you do for a living?
I'm not a med spa.
A med spa. Okay. Well, guys, if you want to go get jerked off after the show. I'm sure they don't like being called here Mexicans, but I do have a bunch of my Chinese. That was funny. You should have laughed. Oh, you hated the whole show? Yeah, you seem like a dumb c***. Your husband already looks like he's sitting in the cuck chair, waiting for the manufacturer to come fuck your wife. You guys are good sports, though. I figured you'd leave, but I'm assuming you're staying to complain to management. I feel like if you knew her name, you'd just see it under every Google review for things to do in Chandler. Don't go here.
Karen!
It's crazy. She's Mexican, Karen. She's Carnita.
Carnita. That's my brother's dog's name, dude. Carnita.
Bro, that motherfucker is hilarious.
Oh, I watch him. He's great. And he always goes at it with the crowd. Don't go to his show if you ain't ready to fight something. I'm telling you.
It just the way it says it. Yeah, you look like a dumb cunt.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. He starts talking about the husband. He's just sitting there just like, why you got to get me into this? Why you got to open your mouth?
Yeah, your husband's over there sitting in the cuck chair. I mean, you feel like this big when a man calls you a cuck. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it?
In a room of people, what are you going to jump up and try to go and Will Smith the guy? It ain't happening. You know what I mean? You're going to get escorted out.
He said,
Emotional damage.
He said, sitting there waiting for the manufacturer to come and fuck your wife. Oh, shit.
At this
It's
moment,
so
that
bad,
he knew
dude.
he fucked up.
Woo.
I love it.
Oh.
You're right, dude. That's good.
Nothing like some just good old down home, real raw, old fashioned humor. Get you started in the morning. And if you can't handle that humor, you just you can't handle me. You can't handle this show. You can't handle
We're not going to go very far.
That is
You want to wait to the end and complain to management? Hey, you got an email coming.
Yeah, I'll check. Hey, hopefully the boss doesn't fire me at the show. I told Deezy the other day, I said, "Motherfucker, I'm thinking of not showing up for anything after this. Don't tell the boss, you know. I hope I don't get fired. Who's to
I
say?
swear, man.
Motherfucker, I
This damn thing already.
hey,
Jeez.
maybe that's why the complaint desk back there is piled up about 72 miles high. You know, I haven't hired anybody for the complaint department, so I've just been trying to grow the business. Y'all guys are going to just have to wait on the complaints. Who's to say? Who's to know? However, we have begun this morning's show. We're here. We've made it clear the type of vibes we're bringing your way all morning long. I've seen y'all in the live chat, and here's a quick reminder for you. Oh, excuse me. If you are here during the duration of the program and you have a trigger tripped, some gears begin to turn, and you have something burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul that you got to get out with the world, whether it's perspective, a little bit of knowledge, some insights, or maybe even a question. Maybe you'd like some insights and perspective straight to you from the two fellas you see on your screen. If that's the case, we'll drop it over there in the live chat. And once we get into the third and final segment of the day, called Answers from the Anvil, we'll be popping those comments up here on the screen below us, baby, and seeing what all y'all have got to say. But for now, speaking of segments, it's time to get into the first segment of the day. It's time to shift a little perspective. It's time to gain a little mindset. It's time to get on the proverbial show train and get it steaming on down the tracks towards Change Station. Now, maybe your battle weapons are still pretty sharp. Maybe you didn't have too many battles to fight yesterday. Maybe you're just okay here this morning and you're just tuning in. But maybe there's some of you out there that, boy, oh boy, Tuesday's battlefield was a motherfucker. And you have got a dull, tattered, and torn up blade, and you need that baby sharpened again. So, pull that sucker out of the sheath. Get it ready to get it on the file and both sides nice and sharp again so you can take it off, put it back out into the world and turn those obstacles into opportunities, those losses into lessons, and what you thought was going to be a failure, a brand new chance to flourish. As we give you some perspective, some thoughts, and help you get that mindset nice and sharp on the first segment of the day, it is your Sharpening Session. Alrighty then, my friends. Here we are live in prime time. Back once again for your first segment of the day on episode 657. It is your Sharpening Session, baby. Here on this beautiful Wednesday morning, January the 29th, 2025. And we hope you're ready to come alive. Maybe you read the title of the show. Maybe you know where we're about to go. Maybe you did read the title of the show and you're saying, I don't even know what the hell that even means. Where are we not staying? What the hell are we talking about? What? Huh? What? Maybe you looked at the thumbnail and you got even more confused. You're saying, what in the world? If so, desired effect achieved. I'm getting pretty good at this. So, clickbaiting around every once in a while. Who's to say, who's to know?
Color with the headphones.
Who's to say, who's to know? However, this morning, my friends, we are beginning the day by speaking about it's not okay to stay there. It's not okay to stay there. Stay where, Cap? Well, I might be the first motivational speaker to tell you something very specific this morning. I might be the first person ever that is going to tell you that it's okay to be something. And it may contradict things that we've talked about on this show before. However, the message that builds behind it will build upon the things we've talked about. So what is it okay to be? My friends, I'm here to tell you this morning that as much as we talk about it ad nauseum, it's okay to be negative. It's okay to be negative. But what's not okay is to stay there. It's okay to be negative, but it's not okay to stay there. Because we're human beings, right? Negativity happens. Falling on your face happens. trials, tribulations, losses, shit hitting the fan, the walls closing in, your head feeling like it's going to pop off your fucking body happens. Negativity happens. It's a part of life. But what you do with that negativity, how you utilize that data, and then how you go in and apply it into what you're currently doing is then what either makes you go forward or fall backward. See, most people get negative and then they stay negative. They have one negative little situation happen, or maybe it's a big situation, and they focus all their energy on that situation. And then via the bad negative mindset that they have about that, then when somebody calls them, they inadvertently fly off the handle at that person. They inadvertently say something wrong to the bank teller. They say, they spew off, somebody cuts them off in traffic and they start honking and throw up a big middle finger. It's not because they're inherently negative. It's just because they haven't figured out how to get out of the negative. See, human beings were wired that way. We're wired to go to the worst case scenario, to go to the negative. You have to work to be positive. That's what I mean by it's not okay to stay there, because you have the ability to control your brain. You have the ability to pull yourself out of the shit. You have the ability to get up and keep going. No matter how bad those feelings feel, you can still apply faith, consistency, and hard work. If you can look up, you can get up. To go back to the beginning of the week. And think about this. I've mentioned a little bit on this show, but I'm dealing with a side injury right now. It is one of the weirdest things I've ever felt in my life. I've had multiple injuries lifting over my time in the gym, whether it's a shoulder, a bicep, a hamstring, tighten the glute, whatever it is. And I've always worked through it. And I'm going on a week of this right now, and it's getting a little bit better. But I've really been babying it, and it sucks. I hate it. It is the worst thing ever. I've never felt pain like this before. I can't hit back. I can't hit chest. I really can't stretch out. I can't. I went to the gym with DZ on Friday, and we were all excited to hit chest. I picked up the 30 pounds. Now, mind you, I can take 90-pound dumbbells for a ride on flat bench. I picked up the 30 pounds. I could barely even handle it to get it down without the pain. And I was like, oh, my gosh, what the fuck? Let's get out of here. Jeez, let's get out of here, man. I can't do this shit. Well, we ended up hitting a leg workout. We did something simple. And I started this week thinking, man, I just need a week to rest. I just need a week to do absolutely nothing. I need to let the old body heal. Well, my dumb ass went into the gym on Monday, and I did some light bis and tries, kept the upper going, keep some blood flowing into it, even though I can't hit certain muscle groups. Yesterday, I went and got on the bike for the first time in forever. The I don't wannas were flowing, my friends. If you watch my Instagram story, you can see them live in prime time for me going from I don't wanna to all of a sudden hitting the flow state. It's possible for you too. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to go lift. My legs hurt like a motherfucker. We just hit them 3 days ago. What the fuck do I want to hit these things for again? This is stupid. Most people hit legs once in 2 weeks. I could have came up with every excuse in the world. Even a slight little tweak or turn or picking up a weight hurts this fucking thing. I got to watch everything I do, but I'm still getting in the gym and I'm still making it happen because I don't want to lose all the gains I've made. I don't want to walk backwards all the steps I've walked forward down the path. And I'll be honest with you. I got serious frogs on my plate right now. Some of you know about them, others of you don't. But this is a extreme pivotal moment of my life. It's not about what could happen, what might happen, all wringing my hands. I don't know. It is happening. So I'm having to walk through the hallway and figure shit out every single moment. Shit is hitting the fan. The walls are closing in. I can't find a light, but I'm still making moves. I still have brand new ideas and things that I believe will take us in a new direction with a slight little pivot going in here, going in this direction. I'm still prospecting. That takes a lot of time, going around and looking for businesses and potential partners and this, that, and the third. I'm still making calls. I'm still shaking the hands, taking a step back and looking at it at that 30,000-foot view. Yeah, it might be hard. The frogs might be big. Yeah, I might want to throw my hands up, and you bet your ass sometimes I get fucking negative because it ain't fucking easy. And sometimes you just got to have people around you who are willing to let you be a little negative, let you be a little, fucking bullshit. This is some fucking shit. I don't know what the fuck to do. Then give you some fucking perspective. And then say, all right, man, feel better now? All right, well, good. What do we got to do to get you out of that spot? How do we make this happen? Hey, you mentioned this. Are you doing that? And when you can have those conversations and you start to apply things, I realized I wasn't reading my books at night. I wasn't manifesting the way I needed to. My morning pages weren't as filled with intention and manifestation as they needed to be. I wasn't taking additional time to reflect. I was just so locked into the grind that I wasn't taking enough time for me. So I'll leave you with this quote from yesterday's book, The Noticer by Andy Andrews. Whatever you focus upon increases. It's okay to be negative. It's not okay to stay there. It's okay to have that thought, but it's not okay to have that response. You're not responsible for your first thought, but you are responsible for your first action. So as you go through these obstacles and these trials and these tribulations, no matter how big, how small in life, know I'm right there with you. And there's another quote that I hang on to that helps me make it through every time. Keep your vision permanent and your challenges temporary. Keep your vision permanent and your challenges temporary. Keep that positivity permanent and that negativity temporary. Keep that grind permanent and that I don't wanna temporary. It's okay to be there for a moment. But what's not okay is to stay there for moments. Who's to say, who's to know? Just some thoughts I had sitting at this old desk last night. What do you think about that opening topic of the show, Swirl One?
I think negativity is real. I think it's an absolute real thing. It's part of your life. It's what's going to happen. People are going to get negative. It doesn't matter how positive you are. You have negative thoughts. You may not act on them. You may not say them out loud. You may not verbalize them to people, but you will have those thoughts. You know, when you stay negative, you got to understand that there is an emotional bias to negativity when you're in that negative space. All you see is the bad happening everywhere. Oh, what am I doing? Why is this happening to me? Can I catch a break? And it just seems to compound. It doesn't get better. You know why? It's because you're sitting there wallowing in the shit. What did Mac Miller say? I've been in the shit so long it doesn't smell. Hey, there's a reason why I said that. He stopped worrying about the negative. He doesn't look around and said, hey, well, you know what? At this point in time, I realize it's all negative. I'm just going to take me for being positive. I'm going to do my thing. You know, negativity carries over to the rest of your life. Cap talked about it. You say something to somebody, they get you mad, and all of a sudden, everybody you deal with all day long is just fired up, mad. You're honking at people, like you said. You're not letting people through the line. You're not holding the door. You're not doing any of those things. Negativity is easy, too. Everybody can find something to complain about. I can find something right now I can complain about right in this moment. They can also find something to critique. Everybody can. You can find something immediately that somebody else is doing wrong. Oh, my gosh. Can't believe you did that. It's easy to find negative. Like Cap said, the brain is wired to find the things that are threats, the negativity, the stuff that might be harmful. And that's what that's all considered. Negativity is basically, it's your reaction to, oh my gosh, pain incoming is really what it comes down to. You know, negativity energy also has a great emotional power. And one of the things about it, it's not quite as strong as a physical power, even though, yeah, you see a lot of negative people, fits of rage and start to fight and that kind of thing. But have you ever seen those videos where guy's all fired up, he's mad, he's being negative as crazy, and that one positive dude comes over and goes, done, game over, end of story. Where'd the power come from? The power came from the I can, not the I can't. The guy says, I'm stopping this guy. I can. This guy here can't get away with that. And that's what happens. So you got to watch out for your negative energy. When the emotions control the mind, it will control your energy. It will give you low vibrations. It will make sure that you don't feel like doing anything throughout the day. You'll lose all motivation to try to get that thing done. Do that extra call. We'll go for that run. I saw a video yesterday that said, hey, if I got a new thing, if I run every day for 30 minutes, if I miss one, I got to run tomorrow for 30 more minutes. It says tomorrow I'm running for 2 weeks. That's what negativity does. It compounds and you forget what you were trying to do yesterday. So you didn't cover it yesterday. You didn't cover it today. Tomorrow is going to be the same. And then all of a sudden, like Capp said, you're down the road, forgetting about everything that you've gained, all the things you've learned. You know, it's interesting because when this change came, as I became from the president of St. Louis over to a new resident of the Chicagoland area, man, I was negative. I ain't gonna lie. I was. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? I thought I was doing good. Man, I didn't realize that at the time. You know what? This is good. I am doing good. There's a reason why all this happens. And when I turn that negative into a positive thought and I start thinking, well, here we are now. What part of it is it mine right now to go ahead and make this happen? You know, yesterday I went to a meeting and the meeting was out in the middle of Timbuktu. And I cannot tell you guys how far into Timbuktu I went. And I was probably over there by Kellyo and Pride somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I was or wasn't. But I have to tell you, it was one of those things where I'm driving in, I'm by myself. I don't have any backing. I'm literally thinking, why am I here? It's snowing everywhere. Oh, the roads are ice. See, I can't stand it. I've got to be here all day. I don't know anybody. There's not even a Starbucks around here for me to get some coffee from. All those thoughts went through the mind. But at the end of the day, I thought to myself, I'm here for a reason. I'm here on a mission. This is the process. Learning what I'm doing right now is becoming a better person every single day, getting better every day. Now I'm feeling positive about my days. Got here today. I was just telling you guys, I got a lot going on. You could see this mess around me right now. All you see is this right here. This is probably the best looking part of the entire path. Let me just tell you, I could be negative sitting here wallowing in all this mess, just going, I don't know how I'm going to get all this done, but I'm just taking it one day at a time. And I'm smiling big. And I'm realizing this. Every time I can get up with a positive thought and think, you know what, I'm just going to take one more step. You know what? I'm just going to smile while I take that step. You know what? I'm just going to give all my whole ass to taking this entire step right here. It just seems to make my day go better. So you have to understand, not only is negative energy something that will stick with you and will obviously control everything you do, but positive energy is a compounding energy, and it does compound on top of each other. When you realize that you've made it through that moment, you made it through this morning, you made it through this afternoon, you're getting better every single day. And then tomorrow you're like, man, I don't feel that bad. I could do that again today. That wasn't too hard. All of a sudden, you become a super soldier of the mind. The negativity doesn't stay. You immediately might go to that spot, but you're like, oh, I got to get back. You know what? I got this. Just give me that frog. Where's the fork? I'm ready. That's the thing about this life. There's going to be negative times, and I don't mind hearing people that are negative. I'm good because, I know your heart. I know when you're being positive and when you're being negative. And some people, hey, we're all human. We're going to complain. Something's going to happen. You're going to be like, So I'm okay with that. But I definitely go back to so what are we doing now? How can we fix it? What can you do in the meantime? What's available for you to make a difference or a change before X happens, before this happens? I'm always thinking that way. So maybe you should too. Realize this is the one thing I love about Humble Warrior. She always talks about it. Nothing is permanent. Everything is perfect. Just realize that you're in the right place.
At the right time. Shout out Swirl One. Great perspective there. I think the easiest way to sum this all up is just no wallowing. No wallowing in the bullshit. And I've had people tell me that before. Like, man, your ability to just bounce back. Like, I talked to you yesterday and it was just the worst fucking, like, dude, the sky was falling on you yesterday. And now today you're fucking climbing back up the mountain. How do you do that? It's because I just don't stay stuck in the shit. I can't stay stuck in it. Sometimes it feels good to be there for a minute. But I just can't fucking stay in it. I can't get up from bitching at this desk and then go look myself in the mirror and say, oh yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh yeah, okay, keep bitching. Good job, buddy. Keep bitching. Yeah, you're doing a good job. You're doing nothing to help her push yourself forward. You're just sitting there wallowing in your bullshit. Good job, buddy. Like, I can't go and look at myself doing that, right? So there's no wallowing in the bullshit. When you're inevitably going to get into the bullshit, negativity is inevitably going to come up. Just don't wallow in the fucking shit, and you're going to be just fine. It's going to happen. Just don't stay there. And I was reading this last night, Swirl One. I think this is a great point to what you were talking about. This comes from Way of the Seal by Mark Devine, commander of the U.S. Navy SEALs. And this is from chapter 4, Do Today What Others Won't. And this is from the second subsection of the chapter entitled Embrace the Suck. And he gives a quote before every single one. I read this last night. It gave you chills. Give you chills again. I am just an average man, but by God, I work harder than the average man. Whether we're talking about mental or physical effort, the first step to embracing the suck is to step up and face your fear of suffering. We all share this fear, which stems from a deep-rooted need for certainty and security. Pain is your body's way of telling you that security is threatened because something is out of whack. However, when you consistently experience the personal growth that accrues from deliberately, consistently experiencing and putting yourself out of balance, such as with hard workouts, you begin to embrace that temporary pain for the reward it brings. The fear recedes into oblivion as you embrace the suck. Each time the instructors at Buds pushed me beyond where I thought I could go, the pain at first caused a sensation of fear, for which I transformed into focus and determination. After my mind and body regained balance, and I noted that I wasn't disabled, the experience made me stronger and wiser. There was nothing to fear from the pain, but the fear itself. This happened repeatedly during my time in the SEALs, and it has become a habit for me since. What do you think about that? So we're just afraid of suffering, and we all have it because it's
the pain
rooted certainty and security. I mean, is that not nail on the head with what you were saying?
That's exactly what I was talking about.
I'm reading it. I'm like, well, what the fuck? I read that last night. Holy
I
shit.
appreciate that. And it gets me so excited because that's exactly right. When you're feeling negative, it's because something's happening around you that is hurting you somehow. And you look at it, and maybe it's just hurting your ego, which is the worst kind of negativity you could possibly have. It's really bad because then you're just acting out of ego, and that's not going to help. But there are things out there where, hey, something's going wrong with one of your family members or somebody's health is ailing. I can understand that going to negative right away. But then you also have to understand that in that time, the pain that you're seeing right now, and it's going to be temporary. It's not going to be there forever. Everybody gets through it. This too shall pass, right? And it's interesting because last night, you talk about embracing the suck. I was on a plane yesterday. I got on the plane at 4:20. True story. That's what time I left. And then I landed, and I was in Minneapolis, and I think it was like 6:30. I looked down, I go, man, what time is my flight? I thought I'd get in really late tonight. And I'm like, why did I have so late? It's 6 o'clock. So I looked at my flight. It was 3 hours later. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, wait, all the negative thoughts. I was sitting in an airport. Oh man, 3.5 hours. Nobody's around. Oh my God. So you know what? First thing I do is go, hey, I know this airport like the back of my hand. Let me go to my little office over here and let me get some work done. Let me knock some things out. So I go in there, man, I knocked out. So I had like 4 meetings in 3 hours, just kick some ass. Then I get on the plane and the pilot's being really cool. He's like, hey, we got a lot of people going back to St. Louis tonight. Right? And I don't know if you guys know what speed running is, but we're trying to make a speed run on this and trying to see how fast we can get you guys there. Right now, we're looking at 15 minutes early. So the sooner you sit down, the sooner I can get you to your spot. And we were like, oh, I was like, that's kind of cool. And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, it's awesome. I'm with that. Because I was supposed to get here like, I don't know, it was 11:30. Anyway, we get here 35 minutes early. Point of this is I got here 35 minutes early, got to the house last night, and I looked around and I realized I had about 2 hours worth of work that I knew I had to do. I got negative. Quick. I got negative. I started feeling bad for myself. I started looking around like, I don't want to do it. Screw it. I'll just deal with the consequences of not doing it. Started thinking about all the pain that would come if I just didn't do what I was going to do. And I was like, you know what? What am I doing? I'm a super soldier. What am I talking about? I actually was wearing the super soldier shirt. I saw that shirt and it was a reminder that I can do anything I want. I have plenty of time to get all this stuff done. If I give myself 30 minutes, I'll get 30 minutes of work done, especially if I put my whole ass into it. And last night, I crushed everything I was supposed to do. Yeah, I didn't go to bed till 1:30. But at 1:30, let me tell you, I asked God to give me the greatest sleep, and I slept so damn good. I woke up this morning feeling like $1 million. You can be negative, just don't stay there.
Damn straight, man. I love what you're saying. I love all the perspectives. I was thinking a million things over here. And we could have this conversation for another fucking 2 hours, for crying out loud. But, I posted something yesterday off of my personal page, and it was one of the old clips that we had put out from Java and Jams when it was just the audio version, right? And it was the sound waves bouncing around our profile pictures and all that shit. And I came across this morning, and I thought it would just be interesting to share on the show, just to prove to everyone how committed to this we are. How much, even though the suck is sucking, we still embrace the suck every single day. We still push forward every single day. We still make shit happen. I want you to take a look at something here, DJ Swirl One, and everybody tuning in live in prime time this morning. How about this for a little blast from the past for your ass one time? Huh? How about this for a little? How about this? Oh, bring it back, DZ. Bring it back. That's too small. Bring it back. There we go. How about this for a little blast from the past for you? Huh? And it don't stop there. It don't stop there. See, when I told you Capp sees all, this is what I was doing. I have documented this entire journey. Videos, pictures, everything from whence motherfuckers were laughing at me for saying flex those diamond hands on the door show to where you see my ass at right now. Look me in the eyes. I'm not fucking stopping. I'm not going anywhere, so you better get used to it. It's not stopping. We're not hesitating. We're not delaying. And I promise you, new doors have started to open because I have readjusted the mindset. I have got out of the negative. I have rethought about what I want to do, what I need, not what everybody else's needs from DHMG. What do I need from DHMG? And how can this company get me to what I believe I know I can do for not only my community, not only this nation, but for this world? I want to make global impacts, and I believe I can. And I believe we're starting to do that, and we're already doing that. We got people all over this fucking globe that tune into this right here, and it's already starting. It's already happening. And I ran the numbers, and now we have stone cold evidence that we can go to potential companies and potential people and say, hey, look, this is where we were. This is where we're at. And if you bet on us, this is where you're going to get to see us be. And I can't wait. I can't ready to be able to share some of that shit with you guys. Who's to say, who's to know?
Buddy, I love it. That's exciting right there. And you're right. That's old school, what you just showed right there. Oh my God. That is old school.
450.
Man, I got to tell you, there's so many different people out there that thought we weren't going to make it. I remember one guy going, man, episode 100, man, I can't believe you guys did this. And I'm like,
he didn't last longer than 100.
I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I just can't believe that people wouldn't have some kind of faith. But you know why? It's because they don't even do it in their own life. They can't hold up something in their own life. So they can't expect anybody else to do anything different. Well, hey, I can't do it in my life. How can he do it? There's no way he can get that done. And I love the fact that you're sitting there saying, hey, if you bet on us, you'll find out where we're going to go. And we are going to go somewhere. We're already going somewhere. And when you talked about being worldwide and making a worldwide impact, we make a worldwide impact, whether you like to believe it or not. Let's just say it like this. And this is so simple. And it comes back to a thing I saw the other day. And I keep talking about it. Every time I give an interaction to somebody on a smart smile, a nifty anything, look them in there like, hey, a little clever something. And they get a little clever. All of a sudden, 30 seconds later, they give it to the next person. And it might only last another 2 or 3 minutes after that. And maybe it dissipates. That's fine. But that's why we keep doing this every single day. And the wonderful thing about it is you folks from all over the world keep checking in. And when you leave this space, even if it's only for 30 minutes to an hour, I'm hoping that you're out there doing that. You're saying hi to people. And you're, man, I just came out of Forge and Fuel. I'm excited. I'm ready to go, blah, blah. And somebody out there gets a little taste of what we're doing inside of here. So we are making that global impact. We are making an impact in our communities. I know this, we're making an impact in our personal economies. And I'm not talking about financial. I'm talking about all of the things that make us who we are. We are getting more valuable by every single day as we take these messages in, as we give these messages out, as we get the feedback from everybody out there and continue to apply that. That's what's going to make us better. That's what's going to get us to where Capp is talking about.
Yeah, 150%. And you know, I said it yesterday. This isn't a fucking talent show. This is a business. I'm not here to play funny, ha and this, that, and the third. And you know, for the longest time, I was just too nice to motherfuckers and try to put everybody on and man, everybody know about everybody. And as I sat back and started doing a lot of reflection, I've just been fucked over and over again. And you know, that's a Dan Pena quote. Success is like having sex, or success is like getting pregnant. Everybody tells you congratulations, but they don't know how many times you've been fucked. It's a damn honest truth. And nobody wants to get fucked that many times. Nobody wants to know about all the fucking and all that. They just want to know, how'd you get the baby? The baby's so cute. How'd that happen? We don't care about what had the freaky in the sheets. We don't care about all that. The dirty, the nasty, the growth, the shit that happened. Oh gosh, nobody wants to talk about. We just want to talk about that pretty little baby. Not me. I'm interested in talking about the shit that hurts, the shit that struggles, the shit. I mean, you can see it. You can literally see it from the beginning of where we were to where we are now. And I may not have the bank account and the financial status or the vehicle to back up where I am, but you better believe I'm a fucking professional. We do this damn thing. I show up every day. This shit doesn't go if old Cap doesn't show up and stay consistent, persistent on the pursuit of his fucking passions and eat, sleep, and breathe this shit every day. All right? So that's how fired up I am for this. And that's why I beat you over the head with the fucking hammer. Subscribe, share, like, repost. Because it helps us grow. It helps us move forward. And if you want to help even more, get in the fucking gateway. Be a part of what we're doing. Understand this isn't a talent show. This is business. And we want to help you. And the sooner you get involved, the sooner we can do so. Who's to say, who's to know?
I love it. Come on, man. Come on with that. Keep bringing that.
Give me a little something, D's. I don't care. Just something that embraces that energy right there. Just woo! Okay, I like that. Woo! I feel that. Who's to say, who's to know? Well, there you have it, friends. Your opening segment of the day. It's not okay to stay there in your sharpening session of the morning. My friends, it's time to keep this proverbial show train steaming on down the tracks of change. Actually, we've made it to Change Station. Those perspective tracks were real nice. It's time to exit the back of Change Station, and there you will see the beautiful beaches of insights. And right down there, folks, you will see the boat of knowledge. And as we all begin to get on it and surf through the waves of wisdom, we will finally get into your second segment of the day. It's time for a little reacting, a little clip watching, baby. It's your Reaction Refinery. Okie dokie, artichokes. Welcome back. Live in prime time.
Break vitamins.
Excuse you.
Break vitamins.
Oh, good. That's what it is. Shout out to each and every one of you beautiful human beings. Tapped in, tuned in, locked in, live in prime time to episode 600.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Of Forge and Fuel on this wonderful Wednesday morning, January the 29th, 2025. Only 3 more days of this fine month remain. Boy, oh boy. Hope you've been coming alive. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling real nice deep down inside. Or maybe not.
Pressure on me, bro. God bless.
I know. 3 days left. It's over, dude. It's already.
You realize you just got like my whole life flashed between my eyes when you said that. I'm like,
yeah. My life's been flashing between my eyes this entire last week.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm like, woo, easy,
like boom, boom, back, boom, boom, bang.
Easy. Yeah, that's kind of just a peekaboo. That is exactly what's going on with the brain right now. Seriously. Who's say, who's no? But shout out to all you tuned into the show. Maybe you're not all the way awake yet. Maybe you're just getting a little bit of the vibes, but you need more to really get it smacking inside. Well, no problem, because we got plenty more vibes coming your way as we get into your 4 clips of the day here on the Reaction Refinery. We're going to say hello to a man we said hello to many times before. Say hello to a man who we recently said hello to, and now he's coming back for his second appearance after Jeepers Creepers, like 80 shows we've done on YouTube. We're going to say hello to a man that I am a massive fan of, And then we're going to watch a video that, boy, oh boy, is going to pull at your heartstrings a little bit. Who's to say, who's to know? First clip of the day, my friends. We say hello to a man who's given us tons of great perspective. The most recent one I can't remember. It was on the tip of my tongue, and then it disappeared. So I don't know. He shared great perspective. I do remember that. Oh, you get to, not that you have to. You get to. That was the last perspective he shared. If you don't know, you won't know. Sean Wallen, here this morning. You better open those ear holes wide. You better pay attention, because he's here this morning to give us some perspective on those people not doing shit.
That are doing shit are too busy to talk shit. So next time somebody's talking some shit, just step back and realize they ain't doing shit. Because if they were doing shit, they wouldn't have time to talk shit. It's just that simple. Damn right. I got no time to worry about nobody else in my. Do you know how much shit I got going on right? How can I talk shit about anybody else when all the shit I got going on? So much happening in my life right now. Just like Cap. He's got so much on his plate right now. We ain't got time to go and talk shit about nobody else. We're just sitting here trying to keep our shit up in the air, and that's the problem. Everybody out there thinking, oh man, I can, like I said earlier, you can say something about everyone. You can critique, you can complain, you can do all these. It's so easy to talk shit and find something negative about someone. But one thing about it is, you know what? If you're doing shit, I promise you, you won't have any energy to go and talk that shit.
And if you feel some type of way about that quote, that's you problem, not a me problem. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Who's not? A lot of people we know out there like to talk a lot of shit about what's going on around here or underneath the umbrella. Oh, does that mean you ain't doing fuck all? Does that mean you just sitting with your little keyboard fingers when you get off of your 9-to-5 that you absolutely hate, and you can't even talk to your wife because you hate her too, and your kids don't want to even sit by your side because they hate you too, so you're just sitting on fucking TikTok or fucking X or fucking Discord and throwing shade at people all day in comment sections? Talk about a fulfilling life. Good for you. Good for you. Jeepers creepers. Not for me. Who's to say? Who's to know? Anybody not doing shit has got time to talk that shit. We might have movers, or we may not have movers.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that's for me.
Mess over there, dude. You're fucking mess.
I know. There's so much going on around me right now.
Man,
hey,
but
I'm focused. I'm here, bro. You have no idea. I am. If there's any place I want to be, it's right here in this screen. Let me just say that. I want to be. This is my happy place right here. You know what I mean?
Hey, I feel you. Who's saying?
Let me just tell you. I'm dead serious about that right now. You guys, man, you make me feel
well. There it is.
2 seconds.
Who's to say? Who's to know?
On your own.
Well, oh, geez. And I would really enjoy him being here for this doggone clip of this segment too. This is, boy, oh boy, what a great time this is. So, maybe I can give a little bit of banter, a little bit of bullshit, a little bit of nonsense until maybe I see him arrive back on the screen. Man, what a load of dog shit. I tell you what, coming in right during the doggone program. What the fuck is this nonsense? And see, people try to do that shit with me, and I say, oh, hell the fuck no. This show don't get over till 9 a.m. CST, you motherfucker. You better watch your ass. But see, look, I just do a little banter, and all of a sudden he returns just like that. I was telling him, Swirl One, that, it would be kind of weird if I played this video and you weren't here, because we've talked about this video ad nauseum. As a matter of fact, even when this show was Java and Jams. However, we've never watched this clip. I've never put this clip out. Everybody loves to talk about it, but they don't do it in the same way that this guy does here. We talked a little bit about the Navy SEALs already, so why not bring another Navy SEAL to the program? Jocko Willink, here this morning, joining us once again and giving us one of his most famous speeches ever heard on a podcast. Good.
Worked for me. He would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on, and he'd say, "Boss, we got this and that and the other thing." And I'd look at him and I'd say, "Good." And finally one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem, and he said, "I already know what you're gonna say." I said, well, what am I going to say? He said, you're going to say good. He said, that's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say good. And I said, well, yeah. When things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get funded. Didn't get the job you wanted. Got injured. Sprained my ankle. Got tapped out? Good. Got beat? Good. You learned. Unexpected problems? Good. We have the opportunity to figure out a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out. Don't get startled. Don't get frustrated. If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, now you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage.
Oh, man.
And go out on the attack.
Fuck, I've listened to that so many times. Reload, recalibrate, re-engage.
I'll tell you, I've had one of their team actually speak and do a keynote speech, and I saw that he talked about good and how Jocko, because he worked directly with him back in the day, and he said, man, every time I would say something to him, he would say good. And you know what? The more you think about that, it's good that things are bad they're happening to you. It's good that things are negative. It's good that you're having a little bit of triumph. It's good there's some resistance to what you're doing, because that's what's building that character and that's what's building that muscle. If you don't have resistance, then life is too easy. That comfortability will kill you. Uncomfortability is where all the growth lies. I promise you, there's not a person out there that's going to go through life and not see some kind of negative or some kind of tribulation. They have to see it. And the good thing is that when you do get it, if you're learning from it, yes, it was good. That was a great thing for you to do. That happened. And that was something that you had to learn from. As long as you took something from that, then good. I'm glad it happened to you. You know what? Hopefully next time you'll know how to get out of it a little bit quicker. Maybe you won't get in that mindset as quick. Maybe you'll find a way to look at it and say, man, you know what? I'm glad this is happening to me.
Good. Man. Such good stuff. I'm trying to, you said something in there that tripped my trigger, something I read last night, but of course I can't find it right now. Just something about getting out of the comfort zone. Oh, fuck. As soon as I said it, here you go. You may think that progress in science and material wealth means we don't have to suffer the challenges these warriors endured. That would be missing the point. Hard work built character then as it does now, while a soft life weakens it. Comfort imprisons us in a low-grade fear of suffering.
Ooh, buddy.
And build upon the good. I would recommend that you take yourself to the challenge instead of waiting for the challenge to come to you, as a way of burning off your lethargy in a controlled environment. The way of the seal, baby. They know what things
take
do.
yourself to the fight, bro. Come on. Up there. Come on.
No, Jocko, come on. That's just, man,
That was
that's
fire.
gonna make you run.
That is one of my favorite clips. I love that.
Fuck
Plus,
you,
again,
prick.
I saw the keynote. I read the book. Got the t-shirt. I'm not wearing it.
That's one of my big, I'm just going to speak that out of existence right now. Somebody here sooner rather than later is going to be talking on a podcast about how they saw Colton Soroka and potentially Swirl One too. Who's to say, who's to know, as a keynote speaker at a public event or a corporate event. I don't care if it's 10 people or 10,000 people. I know somebody's going to be speaking about it because that's my ultimate goal. I would love to be an Inky Johnson. I would love to be one of those guys that fucking Jocko goes in and gets people fired up. Everybody knuckles dragging around at the fucking office. And that by the end of it, I got everybody just punching holes in the damn walls. Just let's fucking go.
Boards, bro.
That's what I'm going for. Too many motivational speakers. Okay, everybody, it's so great. I bring my own style. Boy, oh boy, I got a dream. I got a dream, and I'm going to keep putting dates next to it and turning it into goals, baby. Nah, me.
Hey, and I wrote that goal down that you're talking about right there. I wrote that goal down every year for the past 6 years, just so you know, being a keynote speaker. And I put a very specific business that I wanted to do that for. So, hey, be specific with your goals. I promise. If you don't know where you're aiming, you're never going to hit the target.
150%, dude. 150%. The old side sticking me right
there, buddy.
Yeah, dude. It caught me. Caught me for a second.
Thorn in the side over there.
Yeah, man. Bro, I'm telling you, it's the weirdest thing ever. It's like under the pec, on the rib, but not the rib.
I know exactly what you're talking. I've been there.
Shit, I'm like, dude, I'm getting closer to 30, and then all of a sudden everything's just breaking down. Like, what?
You know what's funny? I just thought of this too, and I'm not trying to be that guy, but I'm telling you, when I had that same injury, you know what I did before it happened? Went to Top Golf.
Fuck. I don't know if it was a combination of.
I promise you, it's what it is.
Really fucking heavy the day before on chest. Like I took the 90s dumbbells for a ride.
But if you already had an injury,
and it was like, but I never felt anything, so maybe it was just like tender and cool. And it was like, don't do anything more. And then I went and played 36 holes of golf, and that probably just was like, yeah, dumbass. Good luck. Yeah, it's not great. All right, well, now we may have got to the bottom of that officially. However, we got 2 more clips to watch, my friends. The next one coming your way features a man who I am quickly becoming more and more a fan of. I absolutely love his work. And there are so many people that just brush his work to the side because of who he is or where he's from, or whatever the case might be. But this morning, my friends, we are not joined by him. Rather, someone is reading one of his poems. The great, legendary Carl Jung, here this morning to give us some perspective on why the world will ask you who you are.
It was when Carl Jung wrote, "The world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know, the world will tell you. Why are you looking around for help? Do you believe that help will come from outside? What is to come is created in you and from you. Look into yourself. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. Where your fear is, there is your task. Do not compare, do not measure. No other way is like yours. All other ways deceive and tempt you. You must fulfill the way that is in you. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. We are not what happened to us. We are what we wish to become. It all depends on how we look at things, and not how they are in themselves. Know all the theories, master all the techniques, but as you touch a human soul, be just another human soul."
Carl Jung, man.
I love that. Dude, he said, "Why are you looking outside? What are you looking for? It's right here. It's inside you." I'm telling you what.
Oh, man.
We don't do that enough. People don't reflect inside enough on what they do bad, what they do right, why they're looking for help. Where is that power coming from? It's all internal, man. You got to do it 100% of the time. Oh, my God.
They're going hard in the paint right now, huh?
No, the big truck just pulled up.
Oh, no.
I did not expect this till tomorrow.
Oh, they're really going hard in the paint, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to have to go. Oh my God. I am very surprised right now because this is supposed to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, it seems like that's been happening a lot lately. You know, things
big ass Atlas truck out there.
Things getting dropped off at wrong locations, wrong dates, wrong times.
I'm sorry, Cap. I didn't mean to do this to you, bro. I'm sorry, guys. Man. Sorry. I love you guys. I'm gonna have to sign off. This is happening right now. We take apart this entire house in the next 2 hours.
It's all good. Enjoy your move. Enjoy everything about it. Stay on their ass. Hey, we appreciate
you know what? We're gonna make this shit happen. Damn it.
go. Oh, shit. Hey, any final parting, closing?
Yes. Hey, I
Oh.
love you guys. So sorry to have to cut out on you like this. Unexpected. But you know what? I'm going to tell you. This is what it's all about in life, man. Challenges come, frogs happen. You just got to eat them sons of bitches. And here's the thing. No matter what's happening to you, what's happening around you, take it in stride. Know that you're in the right place, that God's taking care of your path. That's where I'm at right now. Didn't expect this to happen right now. I don't know what this weekend looks like. I don't know what today looks like now, but I'm going to go and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to put my whole ass in all this. So, guys, I got to go. Sorry to do that. God love you.
Rock and roll, man. We appreciate you. We'll catch you on
Thank
the
you very
flip side.
much. That's really
Best of
nice.
luck.
Thank you.
There goes DJ Swirl One. Hey, D's, I want to get, it was like right towards the middle of this Carl Jung quote. It talked about dreams are on the outside. Go like right back to the middle of that thing. I want to.
True it was when Carl Jung wrote,
We can watch it again. Fuck it. Why
"The
not?
world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know, the world will tell you. Why are you looking around for help? Do you believe that help will come from outside? What is to come is created in you and from you. Look into yourself. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. Where your fear is, there is your task. Do not compare. Do not measure. No other way is like yours. All other ways deceive and tempt you. You must fulfill the way that is in you. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. We are not what happened to us. We are what we wish to become. It all depends on how we look at things, and not how they are in themselves. Know all the theories, master all the techniques, but as you touch a human soul, be just another human soul.
Yeah, man. Those who look outside dream, and those who look inside awake. Man. My quote of the month for December was, "Where your fear is, there is your task." One of my favorite Carl Jung quotes, and it comes from this entire poem. And man, that right there, there's not much more I can add on top of that. That just smacks you in the soul. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Well, there you have your first, second, and third clips of the day, my friends. Time to get into the fourth clip of the day. And this one here is a little different, a little thought-provoking, a little shifting. Still got some perspective and stuff in it, but it's an entirely different video than we've ever watched before. And this morning, we're watching a little clip from a CBS morning broadcast of a young man who got himself into an expected situation, but ended up having an unexpected outcome.
Last year, we introduced you to 18-year-old Jaden Bruns, a teenage artist who got into some trouble after graffitiing city property in his hometown of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The city's mayor, Paul Tenhaken, is also an artist. When he saw the graffiti vandalism, he responded in a way that surprised everyone. The mayor summoned Jaden to his office and told him that he'd have to face the consequences. But then...
Let's see it, my guy.
The mayor commissioned a piece of art from Jaden, which the mayor paid for personally.
My hope is that other people see this sort of thing in their community and say, hey, you know, when we have a teen or a young person who's maybe made a wrong step here or there, let's not discount them. Let's give them another shot.
Our story went viral. Viewers who saw it stepped in to do more. Jaden was hired to paint a mural at an elementary school in Sioux Falls and asked to do the exact same for a pizza place in Minnesota. And then a viewer from Los Angeles called him and hired him to illustrate a children's book.
Without the story, I don't know where I'd be. It's been very weird, but I'm excited for it to get more weird. Just more stuff, better, cooler art, bigger stuff. I'm so excited.
Excited for it to get more weird. I love that Jaden kid. That's some good stuff right there. Man, there's so many people like that, right? That just get discounted by society because they do one thing or this thing or the other. And, you know, that's what I want to be. I want to be like that mayor. I want to be that voice and that light in the world that doesn't just discount people, but gives them a way to maybe flex their talents and their passions. And the other side of the coin, think about how quick that can happen. How he had nothing going on for his life, was going around making graffiti all over town in Sioux Falls. He finally got caught, and the mayor summons him to his office, and he thinks he is double fucked. He thinks he is just over with. And then all of a sudden, the mayor has compassion and says, you know what? I like your art. Make a little something for me. I'll pay you for it if you do good enough. And he does. And this news, CBS picks it up. They run the morning show. And then all of a sudden, a couple places around town want him to do some murals. Then all of a sudden, somebody from LA calls him and, hey, I want you to illustrate my whole cartoon book. What do you think is going to come after that? It's only going to keep getting better. His work is going to speak for itself. It just takes one right opportunity. It just takes one call. It just takes one hit. You can miss the target 1,000,001 times, and if you hit it one time, it all starts coming in. The ball starts rolling down the hill. It does not stop. Man, expected situation, unexpected outcome. Some good stuff right there. Shout out to the mayor of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Mr. Jaden himself, Carl Jung, Jocko Willink, and the one and only Sean Wallen. Great perspective this morning. We've been fire flame all morning long. Hope you brought your fire extinguishers along because it's been hot. And I've seen that we've been tripping some triggers over there over the duration of this morning's program. So, my friends, it appears to me, as I'm sure it does to thee, that it is time to dive into that live chat. See what the people have been saying. So here's your reminder if you ain't got into it yet today. If you got something burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul. If you got a question, you got perspective, you got insights, it's time to let us know. Because after this transition, we're about to get into your third and final segment of the day where we pop your comments live up on the screen, baby. Strap in, lock in, tap in for this brief transition and then more perspective on the opposite side as we get into your third and final segment of the day. It is your Answers from the Anvil. Alrighty then, my friends. Here we are back live in prime time on episode 657 of Forge and Fuel. For your third and final segment of the day, it's time for your Answers from the Anvil here on this wonderful Wednesday, January the 29th, 2025. Hope you've been coming alive. Hope you've been feeling good. It looks like you have over there in the live chat. So, DEEZYY, shift me up on the screen one time, my guy. Well, let's see what these people have got to say. Who we got out there today? Kim Jones, Mama Capp, the one and only. Great morning, F&F crew. I may not like a situation, but I must make peace with it. It's all part of the journey, and I plan to hang on for the ride. Shout out, Mama Bear. Great perspective this morning. Appreciate you being live in the chat. Mrs. Metal with her usual morning perspective. One half of the Metal Crazies. Great morning, fam. Sometimes people try to destroy you precisely because they recognize your power. Not because they don't see it, but because they see it and don't want it to exist. So be great today. Absolutely. I love that perspective. Sipping on that haterade. Shout out, Mrs. Metal. Appreciate you being live in prime time in the chat, as always. Jared Albright, the man, the myth, the legend. Great morning, everyone. Busy days ahead. Waking up excited. New leash coming today. A dual waist strap bungee dog leash. Woo! It's a huge level up. If you know, you know. Stay blessed. Oh, I bet that content's going to start even getting better with that, son. Woo! Shout out, Jared Albright. We're proud of you here at the Diamond Hand fam, man. YouTheBomb.com. And Donnie, Delta 24 in the building. GM, Diamond Hand fam, F&F peeps. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready for y'all. We ready. We ready. What? We ready. What for y'all. Sorry, just a little hyped up there. Shout out, Aunt Donnie. Angel SD. Great morning, Mr. Peguero. Great morning, F&F crew. Great morning to you, good sir. Hope you're having a solid start to the day. Just had the Forge and Fuel mascot join me. Hey, Matilda, where you going? Hey. And there she goes, leaving the podcast studio. So she will not be making an appearance today. She apparently just wanted to make sure everything was okay. Grammy P, great morning, GP. Roll out the red carpet. The Queen's in the building. Great Wednesday, family. Let's crush this day. Spreading PLP. Be the light. Blessings to all. Shout out to you, GP. We appreciate you. We love you from the bottom of our hearts. Great morning, everyone. Have a spectacular day. Let's smash this hump day. Wait. Smash this hump day. Shout out to you, Chris Oswald. Appreciate the hell out of you guy being live in the chat. Look at that, look at that new profile picture. Shout out to you, Chris. Appreciate you rocking the brand always. Bella Rossi, the beautiful Mama Snow. Great morning, Mama Snow. Fantastic morning, one. Have a great everyone. Have a great day. Have a great day yourself. Shout out to you, Mama Snow. Who else we got on the show? Another Mama Capp perspective. The human spirit is pretty amazing. It's all in the mind to tell myself to look at the situation through a different set of lenses. Sometimes you just need to adjust that perspective a little bit. Sometimes all anybody needs is a little perspective. Shout out Mama Bear. Mrs. Meadow, pause. I got that on my wall right over there. Pause actions until serenity ensues. Your response to your surroundings is your responsibility. You're not responsible for your first thought, but you are responsible for your first action. Shout out Mrs. Metal Crazy. We appreciate you. Thanks for the perspective. Definitely some good stuff there. Love the acronym. JK Big Time. Isn't it funny how you can either complain and stress about it or just choose to crush it? That is exactly what it is. You can just get up and keep making shit happen, swing your legs over the edge of the bed and go to work and check things off the list. Or you can sit around and complain about how bad everything is and not check anything off the list at all. Wow, what a novel idea. Shout out JK Big Time. We appreciate you. Shout out Jared Albright. Appreciate you, brother. 5 Flame Heat today. Thank you, sir. You know what we do. We just be bringing it live in prime time. Shane Harper, motion in the building. If you look around, do you ever really think, does this matter? When we are all past and gone, have we made an impact? Do the things you do every day bring value to your life? Ooh, make sure your actions impact you and your circle. 150%, man. I've been on that tip a lot lately of what is this doing for my growth? Is this aiding me or taking away from me? Is this helping me get closer to my destination or closer to what I believe is the destination? Or is this taking me further away from this thing? And if the answer is further away, I just don't do it. I am to the point now where I am just so locked in. I don't do shit that takes me away from the ultimate goal, keeps me off the path, gets me out of the hallway, all that shit, man. I love that perspective. Good stuff, motion. Shout out to all you beautiful humming beings. We appreciate the hell out of all y'all. We see you in there. I saw In Progress in there too. Shout out In Progress. Shout out all you beautiful humming beings, man. We can't thank you enough for being live in prime time in the chat this morning, tuning in to Forge and Fuel, episode 657. Man, 657 episodes. Jeepers. Time flies when you're having fun. Hope you enjoyed this morning's show. Hope you got some perspective. Hope you got some good notes. I got me a good page over here. I hope you're ready to go share these vibes with the world because, my friends, it's time to wrap this bad boy up for the day. It's time to flip that old open sign to close and go beam so bright they don't know what time of day it is when we come around. But not before we remind you of a few things. First of all, decoding the divide. Back live in prime time tonight. That's right, my friends. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We will be decoding the divide. We'll be diving into, I'm not exactly sure yet. I think we might be going into the religion side of things. But if I find anything to follow up on the foosball or the sports or anything in between, we'll talk about that too. But being that we did have Carl Jung on the show, and he has the great quote, religions were created to keep people from having religious experiences, maybe we just got to go in that direction. Maybe this is all supposed to happen. Who's to say, who's to know? But tune into that tonight, live exclusively from the Diamond Hand Media Group X account and the Diamond Hand Media Group Rumble. Once again, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Outside of that, if you want to support us, if you want to really get involved, if you want to ensure the continued growth and success of the Diamond Hand Media Group, get involved with us in the Gateway. And not only does that ensure our success, but it also ensures your success. It's not just about what we can give to you, but what you can give to us as well. You all have amazing value and talents and perspectives and networking ability and things you're researching that nobody else is doing. You bring so many things uniquely to this life. And if you feel like you keep getting up the mountain, but sliding back down a little bit, keep up the mountain, sliding back down a little bit, come join the Diamond Hand fam, and they will help you get all the way up that mountain. It's enough sliding down. It's enough not reaching your goals. It's enough being in the negative. It's enough not being the best version of you. Don't you want that? We've created something for that where you can connect with us. You can be right next to us, speaking with us every single day, not some man up in the high castle where we have zero connection, baby. So start your journey in the Gateway today. You get a 7-day free trial, and we got a bi-weekly networking meeting tomorrow. If you don't know, you won't know. And if you're already in the Gateway, make sure you get into the DHMG live and in person. What the hell is it? IRL and virtual and in-person events channel. That's what it is. Forgot the old damn channel. And RSVP for the meeting tomorrow night, and we will see you there. It is 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Outside of that, if you're looking for the link to the Gateway, or to maybe Mine and Shine Apparel, get you some merch for the show, or maybe one of the other pertinent links that go to our social media platforms or something in between, you can find it all down in this episode's description. And while you're laughing down there, checking out those, maybe you could hit a subscribe, turn on a notification bell, hit another like, leave a comment, share this bad boy out with somebody you believe could use these vibes. Maybe leave us a 5-star rating, give us another follow, and in all honesty, just smash the shit out of whatever buttons you currently see on your screen, because it only helps me and the team make this show and all the shows that fall under the Diamond Hand Media Group umbrella bigger and better for each and every one of you. Not me. But for now, my friends, that's all we got. It's time to wrap it up. Paper or plastic, put a bow on that Shamama Beach. Episode 657 is officially over. It's time to get on up and get on out now. But not before we remind you of a few things. Number one, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse.
What?
Number two, even a dead fish can go with the flow.
What?
And number three, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, I ask you keep in mind at DHMG, we don't only HOLD, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shout out to each and every one of y'all flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. We appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. Thanks for spending your time here, your most valuable asset, Forge and Fuel episode 657. And every single morning you invest your time with us. We'll keep paying back that investment to you by showing up each and every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours, baby. But for now, my friends, it's time to bid thee adieu. We appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, unless you have any other plans. But for now, for Mr. Producer, DEEZYY, for the co-host with the mo-host, DJ Swirl One, my man, your guy, and for yours truly, Colton, Capp Swirl, we can't thank you enough for being here, making it clear, the vision, the perspective, the knowledge, the insights, and allow us to permeate your brain cells for just a little bit of time. Y'all are thebomb.com. Go out there and shine. But for now, my friends, we officially bid thee adieu. And we say unto you, peace and love.